I heard cases of a young man who committed suicide in APU. You know why? Because his result came out. They posted it. He now saw that he had some carryovers. He now went and climbed that engineering rooftop and jumped down and died. What killed you? Paper. It's men that give that paper. And the person who died will arrive in a throne and they will say, where is the talent we gave you? That's the first time he will now realize that apart from certificate, there is something they gave him that he hid under the dust of the earth. Do you know what they call such a person? Wicked and unfaithful servant. You didn't use what we gave you. You didn't allow it to bless the world. You hid it, and now you came back in a disgruntled manner, and you are even very sad when you came. You don't understand the life, so you ended it. If you are here, you are contemplating suicide. You are not serious. You are not serious. I've told you time and time again. One of the first lectures you receive in the wilderness is Suicide 101. I stood before the tree. The only thing that stopped me that evening, I journeyed. I went straight in behind Danfodio Hostel, ABU's area. I walked into that endless span of forest. I was just walking into it like that until I came under one tree in the evening. The only thing was, I knew that if I do anything and I now survive, I will be deformed for the rest of my life. Meaningless. I know why people take their life. Because that spirit has whispered to me too. The spirit will start convincing you first that nobody loves you. That your life is without value, and that you need to teach these people a lesson. And the only way is to take your life so that they will wish they paid attention to you. Why? They will wish that they did not ignore you all these days. You will now imagine all the people you called that miss your call, that the day they hear that you ended your life, that the pain will be in their heart for long. 1 month, nobody call you and say, how are you doing? Have you eaten? In my front, my friends in the hostel, people are bringing cooler for them. Strange coolers. Just bring it and keep. And the guy will just say, Kai, this girl can cook a bag. You know what it means for a teenager? A teenager that has entered that age of self-consciousness to have 1 trouser and 2 shirts. You know what that means? It's automatic inferiority complex. Inferiority complex pro max. You would try to be pretending like you are confident, but everything around you continues to prove to you that you are not equal. Oh, and those days, I hated church. I hated church because it's another time to remind me that I didn't have anything to wear. One day somebody was trying to describe me. He said, that brother with brown velvet. Brown velvet. If you have suffered something in this life, one of the things you have to overcome later in your life again is an ungodly desire to overhave that thing. You understand? I call it the scarcity effect. Something that you didn't have growing up. The day God blesses you, you will find yourself just buying the thing and you don't need it again. But there's one version of you that cried some years back. Some of you, today you buy clothes, you have not worn some of the clothes for close to 5 months. You keep buying. You know what you are going through? Scarcity effect. Some of you go and sit down and say, Madam, bring 4 meat and 2 pound of yam and vegetable soup and okra soup. Only you know what you are doing. Once upon a time, hunger dealt with you. Now, money has come. You want to show food that you are not. Somebody will carry 12 egg, 1 person, fry it, just fry it and sit down, eat and do his stomach like this. And I'm looking, you know what is happening? Once upon a time, you didn't have anything. Hey, you went to be peeping the little ones among us will not know this story. You were peeping through the window of your neighbor to watch their black and white TV. Then they now come and close the curtain that you were even peeping through. Scarcity. Mark my words. The kind of TV you will buy in this life, you will not know why you bought that size of TV. There is something that is crying inside and saying, don't. If it's TV in this life, you are strolling quietly, minding your business, and a car comes from nowhere and splash you water. Somebody say, Lord, you saw it. You will find that inside you is a hunger. How many scarcity effects are we going through? Growing up, nobody like you. You are not attractive. Everybody just looks down on you. You know there are people that didn't look attractive when they were little, and then as they get older, they now found their tone. Amen. Suddenly somebody is now telling you, what is your name, brother? My God, you can't rest again. You're asking Chioma out, asking Nkechi out, everybody. It's scarcity effect. You are not used to being liked. It is this journey Jesus had to take me through to begin to rid my heart of all the things that denatured me. They will buy bread in the house those years. Put the bread in the fridge. The bread, they bought it on Friday night and you don't eat bread only until Saturday morning. You know, now you can just eat bread and tea anytime you like. You don't dream of bread and tea until special Saturday mornings. And that is when my dad travels and he comes back with the bread. Then they put it in the fridge. Guess what? I will not sleep throughout that night.